Cardinals at the Rams. I'll see you about halftime.
With the Arizona Cardinals. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Open man, Butler complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The defense here for the Rams.
Clay Matthews is an absolute force. Multiple Pro Bowls as an outside linebacker. He can swing inside and create the same havoc.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray complete. It's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good.
And this is caught. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, 41 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. You've got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's complete to Butler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Fighting him off. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Time to get another look at the Rams offense. And we mentioned that Cooper Kupp in Week 8 had that huge game, 220 yards in the win over the Bengals. But let's just look at this team right now as a whole. It's been a streaky team. Let's see, they started 3-0, then they lost 3, and now, Charles, they've won 2 to get to 5-3.
And they feel good about where they are because, remember, they had to go to London to beat Cincinnati. Now they get their open week before they head back out on the road. And while they're not getting what they would hope from Todd Gurley, the rookie Darrell Henderson is filling in and picking up the pieces a little bit for them and helping out. But now they go on the road to Pittsburgh after their open week. Then they host Chicago and Baltimore. Now, in preseason, didn't that look like a brutal 3-game stretch? Right now, they might be getting a break with Pittsburgh beat up a little bit and Chicago not playing as well.
Now, after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On 2nd down and 4. Murray looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. Then he's got Fitzgerald. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. That ball complete to Isabella. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Try to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's gone. And that's complete to Cooks.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
but drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona Cardinals coming back out here on offense, and this is a team that has hit the midway point of the season at 3-4-1, Charles. They tied week 1 against the Lions, then they lost 3 straight, and people were thinking, oh, no. They won 3, and now they lost 1 to the Saints last week in week 8. So, I don't know. What do you think of this team and under first-year head coach Cliff Kingsbury?
Yeah, I think that the Saints game has been the outlier for them because I think overall they've played pretty well and have been in just about every game previously. So, getting run out of the Superdome, that shouldn't surprise us. But I think what does surprise me is how well they've actually played throughout the season. For them to be at 3-4-1 doesn't look like much. But remember, last year, when they won 1 game?
Yeah.
So you're talking about some improvement already. I've seen it throughout. David Johnson, their star running back, hasn't really contributed much this year due to injuries. But how about Chase Edmonds 2 weeks ago in New York? Putting 3 touchdowns on him where he went to school at Fordham. And now they made the big trade for Kenyon Drake and the Dolphins. This team has potential moving forward.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff now looking to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The tackle there by Marquis Christian. On 3rd down, Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. The 3rd down run gets him nothing. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
12 yards on the return that time. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now a play fake, and it's gone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running play.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Well, Larry Fitzgerald, the catch back on September 29th, moved into 2nd place all-time in receptions in NFL history with catch number 1326 past Tony Gonzalez.
Is that 1,326 catches? That's phenomenal. And Tony Gonzalez just went into the Pro Football Hall of Fame this last year, so you know you're moving into rare territory. And for a long time, we thought that Jerry Rice's record was unapproachable. But Larry Fitzgerald continues to play, and he's actually approaching pretty fast, still a couple hundred away. But as you say now, not impossible because he seems to enjoy playing football. It looks like he's going to stay around for a while. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's got a man complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Good catch there by Robert Woods and good protection up front. And speaking of that offensive line, left tackle Andrew Whitworth became the 12th player to play in a win against all 32 teams in the NFL. He reached that milestone week 8 with the Rams in a win over his original team, the Bengals. Just beating the play clock is gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. To throw, it's Murray. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the...
Alexa, set a timer for 18 minutes, please.
18 minutes, starting now.
Add 2 minutes. Alexa, add 2 minutes to the timer.
2 minutes added. You now have about 19 minutes and 54 seconds.
Hi, Chris Bell here. I want to talk shortly about Extra Life. Extra Life is a charity. Is a charity that raises money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals across the U.S. This week I've been playing games for Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital. If you'd like to support, there's a link to go to the Facebook fundraiser at the bottom of the screen, or you can go to extra-life.org and search Christopher Bell in the search for a player box, and you'll find my picture. Now your first quarter stats: 6-3 Rams, 154-135 offense Rams, 50-0 rushing yards Cardinals, 154-85 passing yards Rams, 7-2 first downs Cardinals, 12-11 punt return yards Rams, 27-0 kick return yards Rams, 193-146 total yards Rams, 1 turnover for the Cardinals, 2 for the Rams, 1 for 7 third downs Cardinals, 0 for 5 Rams, no fourth downs, no 2-point conversions, 0 red zone, 0 for 1 Rams, no red zone touchdowns, no red zone field goals, no penalties for Arizona, 1 penalty, 10 yards, Rams, 10-38-422, time possession, Cardinals. Okay, now I'm going to give you how they scored. Pretty much, it's been... Everett for LA, 41-yard pass from Goff, missed kick, 13:30 to go, and Gonzalez, 48-yard field goal, 10:53 to go. That's where we stand. 6-3 is your score right now. Second quarter starts in about 18 minutes. Thank you for watching. Reminder, for Extra Life donations, your donation is tax deductible. Again, go to facebook.com/Karen Bell Piano Boy and scroll down to fundraisers, or go to extra-life.org and search for a player and click on and search for Christopher Bell. Thank you, and happy Extra Life game day.
22, and he needed plenty more. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Now Natson shelling through the defense. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise,
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Kimdichie able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now gone. And Woods has it complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's gone. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Open man is Kirk, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Gurley had a touchdown in Week 8, and with that score, he tied Jim Brown, Walter Payton, and Maurice Jones-Drew for the second most career total touchdowns by a player aged 25 or younger with 63. The most is Emmitt Smith. He had 75 in that span. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate. 87% in 2018.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say? Play action. Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. First down, Murray out to his left. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance against him, but that is now 3 misses for him in the game so far.
3! And you wonder where his head's at right now. Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
Here's Goff. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is gone. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Rams on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 43-yard line. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check it back, check it back.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
58, right over there.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray, he finds his man Johnson. And he loses the football a second time. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Looking for Woods that time. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Now, let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the stretch. And that gives them 8 wins. Actually, having to go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, let's stay in the AFC West. How about the Broncos at 2-6 right now?
I just don't see that offense improving. I think that they win 2 more games and go 4-12.
Okay. And Giants 2-6. They're underperforming.
Yeah, but their schedule really lightens up on the back end. They're playing hard. I'm going to give them 6 wins, 6-10.
Lastly, and I might duck under the table when you answer this one. The Falcons at 1-7.
That's a tough one because I wonder about what's going to happen with their head coach. But I think they'll play better down the stretch. 4 wins, 4-12.
You're off the hot seat, my friend.
Thank you.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To throw is Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Here's Andy Lee now as he's...
Basically, since I've ran out of time, what we're going to do is go through halftime and then end the broadcast. So here's what we're going to do. 10-9, Arizona. 272 to 256 offense, Rams. 81-1 rushing yards, Arizona. 271 and 175 passing yards, Rams. 13-5 first downs, Arizona. 21-11 punt return yards, Arizona. 56-0 kick return yards, Arizona. 349-267 total yards, Arizona. Rams. Wait a minute. 21-11 punt return yards, Rams. 56-0 kick return yards, Rams. And 349-267 total yards, Rams. My mistake. 5 turnovers for the Rams. 2 for the Cardinals. 4 for 13 third downs. Cardinals 0 for 8. Rams no 4th downs and no 2-point conversions. 1 for 1 red zone. Cardinals 1 for 3. Rams 1-0 red zone touchdowns. Cardinals 1-0 red zone field goals. Rams penalties none. 1 for 10 yards. Rams none for the Cardinals. 1954 to 10:06. Time and possession goes to the Cardinals. Now, let's hear the coach and then your highlights.
Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome everyone to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too.
Now it's time for your highlights of the first half. Jared Goff passed to Gerald Everett for a 41-yard touchdown, 13:37 to go. Zane Gonzalez field goal, 48 yards is good, 10:58 to go. Second quarter. Kyler Murray passed to Andy Isabella for a 4-yard touchdown, 12:59 to go. And Greg Zuerlein, 24-yard field goal with 9:22 to go. That's where we stand, 10-9. This game is going to be suspended in about 10 minutes because I have to do something else. So the game will be suspended and will resume tonight at midnight Eastern. Thank you for watching, 10-9 so far. I will see you at midnight Eastern.